your life. Okay, now I can, yeah, now it's visible. I'll send you the link, join in that also, yeah. So then without any ado we can start off. Link copy to, so I'll put it anyway. I put, okay, I'll put in this meet chat only because that's where both of you are there. Okay, its chat is here. Quickly just accept that, and then you will be available on both. So simultaneously you can ask me questions and get your doubts cleared, because live YouTube is only one way, so I will not be able to entertain questions. Quick, quick, quick. Did you guys, why, what happened? Did you receive it? I put it in the Google chat. Just click it. Okay. Okay. You can watch it in YouTube live. That's not an issue. But you can hear me, and you, since Google Meet is also on, you can speak. So why would you want to exit YouTube? You can parallelly be in thing YouTube live. It's not showing up here. You both. Okay. Muhammad Ali, Hyder Ali is saying joining. Join. After you join, only you can send a message. So just text me there, no? Or you just say that I've joined. So let me start. Let's see who's here. Okay. Hyder Ali, have you joined? Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay. Okay, both of you have joined. Okay, fine, no problem. So now that you can see, let me minimize this one for myself. Okay. Okay. Now in this, what will happen is, in exam they will give you something called receipt and payment account. Okay, they'll give you something like this, receipt and payment account, and they'll expect you to make an income and expenditure account. Okay, so let's first of all understand what's the difference between the two. So receipts means getting money. Okay, receipt in simple English. That's why whenever you go to college and pay your fees, they give you one slip, right? What is that slip called? Hal- receipt. Yeah. P is bit silent there, so we can say receipt. Okay, so receipt, and obviously you get an invoice against which you make a payment, you give money out, that is called a payment. So every organization will have will do two things when it comes to cash. It will either receive cash or it will give out cash. Okay, so now over here you also need to understand one more thing. There's something called revenue receipts and capital receipts, and there's something called revenue expenses and capital expenses. Now you may be wondering what these are. Okay, so revenue means income. Okay, capital means something that is bought in order to make money out of it. Like for example, let me take my training business. Okay, in my training business, if I get any fees from students, that is my revenue. Okay, and then uh, I had a old printer which I sold. That printer, because I'm not a computer shop where I'm buying and selling printers. Okay, so if I sell that printer, I get money. That is also, that is a capital receipt. So I had a capital, I sold it off. Capital is something that you buy in order to make money from it. So the printer was helping me make money, because for my purpose I used to take printouts and I used to give printouts to my students, so on and so forth. So in order to run my business, I need that. So that is a capital. Capital is something which is invested in order to make money from it. Like for example, if you go to a photocopying machine, the photocopier or the Xerox machine which is there, that's a capital investment done by him. Okay, so the money he earns through doing the photocopy is actually his revenue for him. But at a time he sells uh, this printer and he buys a new one, so that is a capital revenue for him. And when he buys it, that is called a capital expenditure. That means he is buying that, and that will be in the form of an asset for him for a long time. Okay, it's not that he'll buy today and tomorrow it'll be out, it will not be working. At least 8 years, 10 years, it will serve him for a long time and he can make money from it. That is why it is called uh, capital expenditure. But the paper which he buys, which he uses for photocopying, that is a capital revenue expense, because without that paper he can't take a photocopy. Without the ink he cannot do the photocopy. His revenue will not come if he doesn't make that expense. The electricity expense, the rent he will be paying, the salary he'll be paying, these are all his revenue expenses. Capital investment is that he bought a laptop, he bought a computer, he bought a photocopier machine, he may buy a scanner, he may buy all these things. Like even if he buys a router for networking, that also will fall under capital expenditure, not revenue expenditure. Is this clear? Shall I explain little more, or both of you have understood?
Clear.
Hyder Ali, did you understand? Its simple thing is that if you make money out of it and you pay money to buy it, that is a capital expenditure. But without which you can't do that business, that is a revenue expenditure. Similarly, income is opposite of that. But the photocopy money which he gets, that's revenue uh, income for him. Uh, yeah and thing, if he If he sells his printer or something and he gets money, that is revenue income for capital income for him. That is a distinction which is very very important for you to make in order to do these sums. Okay, if you don't know that, then you will make mistakes. Okay, that's one thing. Another thing you also need to know is, by now you might be knowing what is a financial year. A financial year is, in India, it starts from 1st of April to 31st of March of the following year. Now, what's the financial year in this year? Financial year for this year? I'm asking a question. I'm expecting an answer. Hello? Hello? What is the financial year for this year? It starts from 1st of April 2020. And when will it end?
31st
31st March 2021. That's right. Okay. If it starts this year and it ends in the next year. So similarly, if we want to ask what's the financial year for last year, we would say it's 1st April 2019 to 31st of March 2000 2020. Yeah, that's right. Both of you have got it right. But this also is a very important information you need to know. Okay. Now let's jump into seeing the difference between the two. Okay, receipts and payments. Okay, prior to this, I'll just one more introduction I'll give you to the topic. As I told you, receipts and payment. Now, for both of you, let me give you an example. Okay, now example, I give you 100 rupees uh, in your hand. Now imagine we are running a small a stall in an exhibition. Okay, so I give you 100 rupees. I'm taking small amount, so it's easy for calculation. So I give you 100 rupees, which you keep it with you. Then for example, we are selling caps. Okay, we are selling caps. Now each cap costs like 50 rupees. You sold 10 caps, 10 such caps. Okay, so obviously how much you would have got cash? 500.
500.
500, right? So how much is the total cash you would have with you?
600.
Yeah, why is that so?
Because I already had rupees in there.
Fantastic. So 100 rupees plus 500 rupees, this is the revenue. That is the opening balance and this is the revenue. Okay, and then obviously the day wouldn't have gone without any expenses. Now for example, you paid to the tea guy maybe 100 bucks, and then you bought some food for 200 bucks or whatever the case is. So actually how much are you left with now at the end of the day?
300.
300. So opening balance plus income minus expense will give you the closing balance, which will be the closing balance for that day.
Can you
Okay,
repeat that?
okay. Opening balance plus income minus expenses will leave you with the closing balance for that day or for that year or whatever. Agreed?
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's look at a typical, as you can see on the screen, I have taken a receipt and payment account ending 31st August, March 2007. Okay, it says cash in hand as on 1st of April. See, what I told you was a simplified version of what it is over here. It's exactly the same thing. It's just that it has some extra names. That's all. And I told you on a daily basis, this is annual basis. It is for 1 year. It's as simple as that. Okay, now let's look at it. On the 1st of April, we had 20,000 rupees with us in hand, cash in hand. But we also had 35,000 in the bank. So totally how much we had? 55,000 rupees we had. 20,000 with us and 35,000 in the bank. Now subscription, because obviously uh, not necessary, but generally income and expenditures thing, non-profit organizations are generally they don't trade things, but they can also. That is also not an thing, a rule. Okay, but generally you will get subscriptions, membership fees, stuff like that only for your second PUC. Your whatever sums you will get, generally you will get subscription or membership fees, things like that you will get. Okay, now they have, now there is important thing is 2005 to 6, 30,000 rupees. So we are in the year 2006 and 7, right? So what is this telling us? The first line, 2005 6, 30,000 rupees. Does any bell ring in your mind?
I don't see any attachments.
You see on the thing, it is visible. You see on the YouTube live.
Okay, yeah.
Mahinali, are you seeing? Okay. Subscription, can you read out for me, Mahin? 2005 6. No, no, no. 2005 6. What's the amount? 30,000. And for 6 and 7, it is? Yeah. And 7 and 8 is 10,000. Great. So, yeah, that's right. So, basically, um, what is it saying? Here, let me write so you get little. Oops, sorry. Where did this disappear? This is the one we were doing. Yeah, this is the one. Let me take one more, not an issue. So let me drag this here so you can see it clearly. Okay, this financial year is 2006 and 7. Okay, but here can you see the difference? This is matching for this one. Let me highlight it for you once again. Let me use this highlighter. I think yellow will be visible. Oh, it's got the other ones also got highlighted. Anyway, just get the point. 2006 and 7 is 2,25,000. This is 2,05,000, 5 and 6. This is 2007 and 8. So what does that say? It's a very important thing. You people need to know this. Otherwise, you will make mistakes. If you're not able to get it, I'll give you the answer. Okay. Now, do sales always happen in cash form, or there is any other form of sales?
Credit.
Good. Credit sales, what does credit mean?
You can pay later.
Buy now, pay later. Fantastic. So what is this 30,000 telling us now? What is this 30,000 telling us now? Be quick.
It's credit.
It's saying that subscription they were supposed to pay last year, they did not pay last year 30. Some of the members, they did not pay last year, they paid it in this year. So we received that money in this year. So this is income not of this year, it is an old income. Okay, but we did receive the cash. 2005 and 6 ka 30,000 we received. For this year we received 2,25,000. But we also received something else. What is that? We received this 10,000. What is this? All are cash only. We've received cash only. This we have received. For which year we have received? Hmm? Which we are which we are doing actually accounts we are doing for
2007.
6 and 7. So what does that mean? So what does that mean? That's correct, Baba. See, it means we have received 10,000 in advance. For next year also we have received money. Did you understand now?
Yeah.
So there are three parts in this. One, we are receiving 30,000 we are receiving of last year. 2,25,000,
2025.
yeah, 2,25,000 we are receiving for this year, but 10,000 we are receiving for the next year. So we cannot include the 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 in this year's income. Did you understand?
Yeah.
It's very very important. Otherwise, you'll go ahead and make mistake in income and expenditure. I'll show you here. I'll show you the sum. Where is this? See here. See here we have taken subscriptions 2,25,000. This is an income. Income for. Now did you understand why did we take that? 2,25,000. Let me make it bolder. So you can see it better now. See, this is we are doing for income and expenditure statement. We are doing for 2007. So that's why what we did, we did not include this figure. Let me highlight it with some other color. Oops, sorry. 2 मिनट अजा हो जाए. You guys are little confused. Okay, let's go back to our example. Okay, so I gave you 100 rupees, huh? And you did business for 500 rupees. Okay, yesterday you had sold some caps for 200 rupees. That person came today and he gave you 200 rupees. Did you understand? Hello?
Can you repeat it?
Okay. Let's go back to our original example. Okay. I had given you 100 rupees and during the day you did Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Okay, you can hear it. Okay, let's go back to our original example.